Damn, shit's heating up. Rise and shine.
Good morning.
It's 11 a.m. though.
Still morning. That's morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside?
Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. I'm gonna mess around with this.
I like newscaster Fabio.
Alright, let's put newscaster Fabio on. There we go.
How so?
Zaibatsu Corps' president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. Their armor is probably like hacked or something.
Yeah. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place.
Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So, not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, I wonder if Say is okay. Should we be worried about Jill?
That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say even safer wherever he is than here.
I sure hope so. Are we gonna work today?
Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off.
It's Sunday? Oh, alright.
Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment?
Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way.
Sounds good.
Is this a date? Oh my god, it's Metal Gear.
Oh my god.
And
Cyberpunk bartending action.
here we are.
Home sweet home. Thanks a lot. Hey, boss, you want to hang out for a bit? Want to come in and see my World's Best Boss poster? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me.
Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, you did.
What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else.
To more beer?
I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. But I think we're safe here.
Come on in, then.
Excuse me.
Want one?
Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna.
Thanks.
Say, how is the chilly weather treating you?
It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Oh, right, boss. You're not very good with the cold, are you?
You know it.
You didn't bring your jacket here either.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to snuggle under the kotatsu.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to strip naked so we can share body heat and snuggle under the kotatsu.
Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar.
Would you like a sweater or something?
Oh, don't mind me.
I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, and it was too big for me. It'll be huge on you.
Why buy it then?
It was dirt cheap.
Right. Wait, where did you get this one?
Don't know. Some flea market ages ago. Why?
Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago.
What happened to it?
Too much use, it just ripped.
I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway.
We'll see.
Come to think of it, how old are you, boss?
I'm eternally 17.
Fair enough. 17 plus how much?
17, plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew.
Alright.
Red, and there was only one bed!
I mean, she lives alone, so let me go change into something more comfortable.
Take your time.
And then she comes back out all fucking Lily Von Stupp from Blazing Saddles. Ah, that's better.
Hi.
Oh, he's so cute.
Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction.
Hmm? Oh, that's just poor. He's just wary of new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time.
He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green.
I'm so glad she said that. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Kittens always have blue eyes. It's very rare for adult cats to have blue eyes. You'll see them most frequently on, like, pure white cats.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Green or green-yellow or just yellow is the most common eye color for cats.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Oh no, bring the kitty back!
Back at home, we had a bear.
Ah, I see. What?
Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog.
I bet he did. Right.
This picture here isn't something you see every day.
What? Me taking such a sappy pic?
No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these?
That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Riel, her sister.
Huh. Is this pic recent, or...?
Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago.
You look exactly the same.
Oh, what a twist! It is Jill who is the vampire! I'm only 27. What did you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old.
I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one.
Yeah, I just never got around to putting it away.
Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex.
Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away. Haven't said a word since.
Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the pic.
That's a happy face?
Why have her pic out like this then?
I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know. I felt nostalgic. And miserable.
I'll just put this away.
I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess.
It's never too late to apologize, Jill.
Yeah, Jill. Maybe.
What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope.
It's nothing! Nothing! Now, please, give that to me.
Lope? All right. I saw nothing, don't worry.
Anyway, let's grab some beer.
I want to know what that was.
I know, right?
Guide me.
cute.
Remaining beer, 100%.
Oh my god.
Damn, you have lots of beer.
Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get.
Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? I'm gonna drink.
The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in the stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more like a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner.
In English, please. You own a bar!
You own a bar! This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor.
Dunno. It doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again?
Nutriogenetic dichrometrical lidogenol, or NDL.
It was a supplement or something, right?
It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. Yes, Red, her ex-girlfriend's name is Lenore.
Yep.
Literally the lost Lenore. Oh, okay. Yeah. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars.
And is this one made with it?
Let's see. Yep, here it is. Near the end. NDL and cornstarch. The eternal cornstarch.
Cornstarch?
It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. Cornstarch or corn syrup? Wait a minute.
I see. And I just realized something.
I own a bar and I don't know anything about booze. What?
You're a nerd, Jill.
Guilty as charged. I still have a bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it?
Will you have some too?
Not really, no.
Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works.
Do you consider me a friend then, boss?
Why wouldn't I?
Dunno, what with being my boss and all. I was never too sure.
Well, in case you had any doubts, yes. I consider you one of my best friends. Besides, you and Jill are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway.
That's good to know.
On a side note, it surprises me you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though.
Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, dunno, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although, no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
What, no steamy nights of passion?
Not since a year ago, I think, and I'd rather not talk about what happened then.
Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I could go dish out the pain.
No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. A not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though.
That's what friends are for. Wait. You talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy?
Yeah, that was a weird comparison, wasn't it?
Did you just call me a dildo face?
That's what friends are for! Hey boss, be honest with me here.
About what?
Who's Jill, exactly?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he?
Oh, yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I I know for certain that Jill was in the Hong Kong riots, and he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Jill was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts the evidence. That guy's troublesome.
A bit, yeah. I wonder if Jill's alright.
You worried about him?
You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot.
You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Jill so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him.
And third?
He absolutely hates bell pepper.
Wow. He does?
I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it.
Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something.
He's not.
Man, what a baby. I love that. I love that she was like, wait, hang on. Maybe there's a reason. No, there's no reason.
That he's a baby.
That he's a baby. How did you meet such a guy?
He showed up at the door of the bar.
Like a puppy. He what?
Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion.
Right. Levitation potion.
It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying.
Aww. He... Huh?
I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day.
Damn.
I tried and failed to find out anything about him, so I decided to take him at face value. I judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally.
What surprises me is that you took him in so easily.
I could take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily.
I see.
You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know?
How so?
Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name.
Alma?
I love Boss.
Too.
I was gonna say Armitage.
She's a nice girl, you know?
I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl.
Does the girl who's eternally 17? In any case, she's really lovely. Her titties are so soft. When you hear her speak of her family, she just speaks with such love. Her face just brightens up. It makes me kind of jealous that she has such a close relationship with them, to be honest.
You have bad relations with your family?
Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone aside from my mom, dad, and aunt. But back to Alma, I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent into finding one, I can't help but want her to succeed.
Yeah, I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl.
Ah, Dorothy.
She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement.
I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Willem can be weird.
You think?
Willem operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must.
I didn't see it that way.
Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction.
Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird, though.
It is?
You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons.
Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake.
Oh, thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum?
As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore.
Oh,
I was
cool.
wondering if that was the reason.
Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne, and you almost tore me a new one with your glare.
Dun, dun, dun.
See? Like that.
It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud.
Try me.
Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne?
Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns.
Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. Have a good night, Luke. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night. Thank you for joining us.
It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere.
I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice.
It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight.
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
I know, right? She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies. And yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. Oh, interesting. I'd say it was pretty ambitious. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show. Even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards and body image. Challenging as fuck.
Whoa, you got excited there.
And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters.
Something tells me you still can.
That's beside the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. Oh, that's when it all came crashing down. And what a surprise! Tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. Oh, I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs.
Sounds rough.
You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune in the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively.
Oof.
Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect.
Except
No,
it's not.
it's not silly.
That's how trauma gets built.
Yeah.
If you are relentlessly mocked for something that you liked, like, yeah, of course you're gonna react viscerally. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. Thank you, Dana.
I didn't expect Dana to say anything less.
I know.
She's just like the most laid-back, reasonable person. I sure hope so.
Poor Hillary staring into the middle distance.
Yeah. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss?
I wasn't a kid. I was 17 forever.
I'm always 17.
When I was a toddler, I was the kind to always fight with kids bigger than me. As a toddler?
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds correct.
Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today.
Wow, just last year.
And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better.
Fair enough.
So Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa?
He was rough around the edges. The kind of guy that means well, even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me, though. One moment, he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little. And the next, he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot, and my mom was always traveling, so I spent most of my childhood with him.
Can I ask how he died?
Out of old age. My dad says his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Why the question?
I'm curious about you. Really curious.
Oh?
I just realized that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you.
Oh.
From what you tell me, though, it seems your grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit.
I've heard that once since I was a kid, actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it?
Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris.
The one you called for the helmet thing?
That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly.
He's managing a bar too?
I got the idea from her, actually.
Oh.
It's called Nirvana, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there.
Yikes.
Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with.
And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there?
I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building somewhere and opened Nirvana B in the hotel instead.
Weird decision.
I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that bar is her woman cave.
Nah. I'm so glad she has a woman cave. Woman cave.
That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh! There's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime.
Wait, you were in the what?
I've done lots of things, Jill.
And you're only 17, wow.
I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot.
Corporate what?
I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Jill, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you?
I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Jill, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat.
Meow.
Meow.
Hey, cat's fine too, you know?
Hey, boss. What will you do when the bar closes?
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a friend's offer of working with her. I was also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going traveling for a while.
I see.
Oh, but don't worry, bureaucracy's slow as fuck, so they won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can.
Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working in?
I have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to.
You're sending me to someone you have problems with?
If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss for what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter.
I'll trust you on that one, then. I love how emotionally mature Dana is.
Yeah. Don't worry.
He's great.
Maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something.
We'll see.
Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit.
Yeah, maybe. Don't look too excited. Don't look too excited.
Don't look too excited. Oh shit, I look too excited.
We drank 6 beers in a very short amount of time.
I was thirsty for boss.
Okay. Thirsty for boss indeed.
That was only chapter 1?
Wow. Buckle in, friends. We're gonna be in this game for a bit.
Oh my god.
8,000?
Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed.
We need to double our funds in 5 days.
Oh my god. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Have a nice day.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway.
Oh no.
Just take it to work with you.
$8,000. Ugh. I feel like I'm gonna break out in hives thinking about that.
Seriously. Well, no more money spending for a bit. Damn.
Just like real life. Apollo Bank is being attacked. Thread 2. Media is still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to that one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 people already dead. How? Is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. It sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Anon, you gotta give us more. Doing my best here. Thanks, Based Anon. Alright, attack thread 3. Explosion registered! And media still...
Deep shit happened right there.
Yeah. And media still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs? Not just one? That's right. Do you have any clue on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one, looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned, and it looks it's not a group, but just one person who set up all this. That's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alex Rabbit might be involved. How? A hacker is helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh. Someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful?
The writing in this game is so good. Like, the main story writing, all of the dialogue that we've been reading is excellent. And then they write their 4chan threads really well, too. Like, it's like something you would actually read on 4chan because nobody has grammar.
Exactly.
It's great.
Can confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage, it's actually pretty unsettling. Damn. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside of the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, it looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time, though. Godspeed and on, thanks.
Danger U's admin has been arrested?
Oh shit, we'll get to that one. GSF January 4th card announced. 66 American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF Dome event. But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Arents, full card below. 66 American Kid versus Giant Yusuke, GSF Championship. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa, Women's Championship. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus Arents, GSF Junior Championship. Jack Bomb and Blaze versus Huli and Caracolta, Tag Team Championship. Osuna versus Siegfried. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear. If underwear you can change with a voice command was something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties, just change its color to black and you will barely notice.
You can't get rid of the stain, you have to change the color. That's hilarious.
That won't change the smell though, they're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. I'm already using them, super comfy if you ask me. Danger U's admin has been arrested again. Cybercrime unit up the admin's ass. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new thread, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin, known as Furfur, for a second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime Unit's Lisette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again."
Good job, Furfur.
Alright, I think we had enough time to get to our break when we at work.
Yeah, sounds good.
Monday, December 19th.
Eve, Jill?
Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get in?
I climbed in through the window.
I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving so many days without notice. See, Jill? He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened.
Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't?
The need for you having a key never arose.
True.
Anyway, glad you're fine, Jill. Thanks, I guess. What? You gonna make me wash the bathrooms again?
Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive.
So, you were worried?
Isn't that normal?
When it comes to you, I don't know.
Shut up.
She's right, though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, wouldn't you? Fine, fine.
Hey, boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place?
Because it's yours? I was flirting with you!
No, but I told you you could keep it.
Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it.
Why?
Partly because I didn't feel right taking it. But mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it.
I
Oh
see.
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just... preserving cuteness is one of my principles.
Right.
Oh, damn!
Oh, damn.
Are you still worried about the whole bar closure thing?
Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it, but, you know.
All we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left here as best we can.
Yeah.
So, cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear, and we don't want that. I'll go to my office.
Okay.
Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything?
Not really, no.
The boss just rejecting me.
I just had a gay panic for nothing. Anyways, let's start the day.
Just had a gay panic.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Jill?
Hmm?
Glad to see you're fine. I mean it.
Thanks. I'll be her.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane.
May I have your name?
Oh, that's a dude.
He's a beautiful man.
You know, the way this came down here, it looked like it was like long hair. The way the hair kind of blended into the background.
Okay.
Then
I
you
was
know
looking at the eyeliner myself, but yeah.
Okay,
no,
that
I get
too.
you.
Tell her it's Brian.
Just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you.
Tell him I'll be there in a bit.
Jill, you heard her.
It's all right. I'll wait.
It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though.
It's not so weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts.
Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression.
Don't worry. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyway. Handle me like I'm just another client.
Alright, I can do that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian?
Let's go with the basics. Sugar rush, please.
Coming right up. Who
Ah,
wants a sugar rush? I can do that.
I can do that easy. 2 Adelhyde, 1 powdered Delta, and he's on the clock. I'm not giving him Carmatrine.
Yep.
All mixed.
Here.
Yeah, this one's nice.
Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why?
They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people would still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright.
Huh. They never told me that.
You're Jill, right?
Yep, that's me.
Dana has talked quite a bit about you.
She has? What has she said? Really?
And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right?
All the questions have flown out of my brain.
Mostly concerning the closure warning vall-halla got.
Can you disclose any information?
I shouldn't, but you have the right to know.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Now, where to start? You saw the news on the information leak during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right?
about the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks?
Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC-certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least, not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set up, it has apparently proven an effective method for money laundering.
Where does vall-halla come in?
Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low-income ones are the primary suspects. It's not just vall-halla. Any small bar with small income is being investigated heavily right now.
So, the closure notice is due to low sales.
Among the reasons a bar could get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. ...
You'll find out soon enough, huh?
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Jill.
If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place.
Really? Why?
Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was that whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago.
So much saliva.
I wouldn't get my hopes up, though. Especially since the BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible.
Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks.
Wait, you mean a big company is just gonna, axe all these jobs to protect itself?
Whoa,
Really?
That's
Whoa.
really unreasonable.
That's so unfair and totally unheard of.
That's so weird. Can I get you anything else?
Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right?
Oh yeah, the suplex.
Give me one of those, please.
Sure.
At least he says please.
Very nice.
4 Bronson extract, 3 Flanergide, 3 Karmatrine. All on the rocks and mixed.
Let's get Brian a suplex. Suplex.
A small twist of the pile driver, putting more emphasis on the tongue burning and less on the throat burning.
Here.
The registry form said this was an accident while making a pile driver.
You can ask the creator of the drink just over there.
Ah, so you're Robert? Yes! Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only. Jill called you Jill, though. It's Argentinian slang. Robert... Oh.
Robert here's from Argentina, so we call him Jill.
Huh. I see. We also call him Steamed Hams.
We also call him John.
Sorry, Brian. I was throwing some stuff at the office. Please come on in. I'll be right there. Any other questions, Jill?
Not really, no. Hello?
Yeah?
If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me?
Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders, a top-notch bartender.
Thanks.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm surprised you haven't met him before.
I received my training in another city. Regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk.
Ah, I see.
I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Oh, which one was Stella?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh.
Jill, was it?
Ah, Miss Stella, what a pleasure. Are you okay?
Yeah, just call me Stella, and give me a big beer, please.
Huh. Sure, on it.
A big beer.
A big beer.
So we double everything.
Are you sure you're fine?
Um, you know, Say, right?
Of course. What's up with her?
She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during that whole affair, and...
Oh? Right, that. I can't believe I forgot about it because it literally just happened the other day. So she
didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so... I was hoping that maybe you've seen her?
As much as I'd love to say that I had.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Man, the air is suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could tell her everything will be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending.
Yeah, it would.
What does one do in this kind of situation?
More booze!
More booze! Maybe a joke? Nah, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough. I don't think clearly went under this kind of pressure, do I? There was a private eye here the other day.
Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it?
Yeah, maybe you'll want his services?
What's his name?
I believe it was Art Vondelay.
Oh, that art guy. Yeah, I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say.
So, you still have hope?
I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now. I'm afraid to let go of bargaining.
I see. Is he any good?
He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about Say, whatever they might be.
Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know?
Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable.
Oh, sorry, no. It's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now, I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical, useless, or tasteless.
I'm glad to know you have that much common sense, at least.
All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else?
Something sweet that'll help me calm down a bit.
Gladly.
I think I saw something that was sweet and sobering.
Not the piano.
I mean...
Nah.
Alright, what do we want to give her? We gotta make money, so... Maybe a piano woman?
Maybe. I think giving big drinks is like double the price.
Maybe. But she just wants something sweet.
Yeah.
And these are all, like, sweet, girly, soft. Like, there's nothing that'll, like, calming or anything, right? I didn't see anything like that.
Yeah, but she specifically asked for sweet.
Right. Alright.
So I don't necessarily think that it needs to have calming in the description.
Sweet, girly, happy. Alright, so... Do we want to... Sweet, girly, happy. That's also 150. 70, 180, 250.
Oh shit. The piano woman is 350, I think.
320.
320, yeah. But I don't think we can make that big.
No, but I mean, this should be fine. Well, let's, does big double the price?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Brantini,
make a bigger. We can make her a big Brantini.
There we go.
But if we give it to her big, will she not like? No, I think we could do that, and that won't be an issue.
Yeah, I think we can just decide.
And then 2 Carmetrine. All aged and mixed. Alright, here's your giant Brantini.
Yep.
Yeah, it did double it.
Mm-hmm. Here.
Thanks.
Things you really like, say.
No shit! I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say's more than a friend to me. She's...
Sorry, I brought that topic up at a bad time.
Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race and upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Say, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh.
Oh no, sweetie.
Sorry about the outburst.
I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break, and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, then. Bill, please service Miss Stella while I take my break.
Sure, leave it to me. Alright. I think this...
Good timing.
That was, yeah, that was a great timing. Save. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here.
Yep.
Because it's a perfect time before it gets too deep. Damn, I wasn't expecting this game to be as fucking... Shit got real.
Yeah, shit did get real.
But we will be back on Thursday with some more Valhalla. So thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Receivable and on Blue Sky at Occults Receivable. You can follow me in both places at Samazmataz. Don't forget to follow our YouTube. I think the Root Tree stuff is still going up. And
it is, yeah.
And don't forget to follow Teresa at YouTube, Blue Sky, and Kara at Tiny Kiwi Studio. So we'll see you guys on Thursday night. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.